Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Creator Process. In today's video, we're looking at how you can create a vintage logo design in Adobe Illustrator. In the previous part of this video, we have seen how you can convert an image into a path object in Photoshop, and after that we have exported a path object into Illustrator and converted them into vector shape. Now in this tutorial, we're using those vectors and create an amazing vintage logo design. So let's begin with the designing process. So as you can see, these are the vector shapes which we have extracted from the image. So if I zoom it in, you can see all the details, all the vector shapes, small vector shapes combined together, and this is totally vector. Now let's look at how you can create this design. So for that, let's just scale this down a little bit, around this much. Now let's understand this. So if you look at this design, we have created this outer edge, then we have built this inner border as well, and after that we have added this nice text using the like path type on path option. So let's create this design. So let's draw a rectangle from the center. With your press, click and drag it out and create a rectangle like this. And now with the spacebar, you can move around something like that. So just increase the size and place it somewhere around here like that, giving a nice spacing from both sides like that. And we'll convert this to stroke color, giving that nice spacing around here. Now for the top surface, we want this curve. So I'll just create a duplicate of this rectangle. Select this, Command Control C, then F, and with your press, just scale it down from both sides, and I'll just move it up. So with the shift press, just move it up around here, and from this side we'll just give some spacing. So with your press, click and just drag outside just to give some spacing on both sides. So around something like that. And this also, if you want to add more details, like let's increase the size a little bit more, something like that. So to make this round, we'll use the tag selection tool. Select these 2 points, these and these, and just click this circular and drag it in, and this will make the circle. For this corner round effect, what we'll do is we'll make sure that first it's aligned, okay, and then select these two and just unite them, and we got these 2 points. Use the tag selection tool now and select this point and this point with the shift press, just click and drag and make it circular. So here we go, we have created that outer block. Now to create the inner one, what we'll do is we'll select this and go to object, path, and offset path. With the offset path, what we'll do is we'll give this inner thickness. So let's preview it, let's keep it minus, and let's see. Okay, so let's reduce the value, so around this much. I think this is good. Click OK. So here we go, and now let's give some thickness. So for the outer one, I'll give it around 2 pixels. Yep. And for the inner one, it's 1 pixel, so it's fine. So we have added that border. Now let's create this section, and to create that section, what I'll do is I'll create a rectangle similar to this and just drag and place it somewhere around here, and with the shift press, I'll just place it around here, okay, giving that some thickness. And now we'll select this shape, inner shape, and this, okay, this shape and inner shape will subtract it, and this will leave us these 2 shapes. You can ungroup it and you can create something, and here we'll select this and arrange it to front, okay. And as you can see, we can see this transparent option. So what I'll do is I'll just go in there, and with the pen tool, I'll just draw some surface following the edge. After that, just fill it up and change the color to white, and we arrange it to back, okay, and then double click outside. So here we go, we have added that border, white background, and this will make sure that it's on the top of this lines, just like this. As you can see, I did the same thing over here. So here we have added that. Now let's add those texts. So first thing, let's create this text. So if I select this text, you can see it's Lee Gothic regular. So let's type out that text, or maybe I just drag and drop it over here, and let's place it somewhere around here. Okay, this one we can just move it a little bit up, and the font is Lee Gothic regular. And with this selection tool, I'll just select these low vectors and just push it up a little bit just to make it balanced like that. And now let's add these text as well. This text is Palatino linotype bold. So select these, just create duplicate and place it somewhere around here. Okay, just make sure they are placed properly. Okay, like that. And now for this text, what I'll do is I'll just create a circle, or maybe what we'll do is we'll just create a duplicate of this. So this one, Command Control C, F, and just make it a little bigger, something like this. And from this side as well, with the Alt press, just make it a little broader from that side. Select the text tool, type, and here type on path tool and click on this. Okay, now you can type out this. So research. I did that, and now this one I have used this font, same font. I'll just copy this and apply it over here. V. Okay, like that. And we'll use the bold one. Select that, and let's adjust the placement. So with the selection tool, if I select this, and you can see these arrows at the edges, so you can place it one around here, and this one place it somewhere around here, like that, this end, and this one around this end. Let's increase the size. So let's go to characters and increase the size around. Let's extend a little bit around this much, and this one around this much. Okay, just make a little bit around this much just to balance it out. Okay, and here we have added that star. So just to create that star, what we did is we can select this star tool, click on it, set it to 5, and click OK. Here we are, the star, and let's rotate it, this, and let's scale down the size and place it around here. Let's scale down the size a little bit, and one on the other side. So here we go, the star is there. And now let's create this lower vector. So to create this design, what we did is we use this symbol. So I'll go to symbol and go over here, library, symbol library, and you can choose the ribbon block. So eliminate ribbons, and you'll see these brushes over here. There's a ribbon symbol. So we'll choose this one. So for this one, I have chosen this block. I'll just select this and drag it over here. Okay, and to give that little curve, we'll use the wrap option. So let's go to object and we'll restore make with wrap, and let's adjust the value. So we'll keep it around something like this. Okay, and click OK. So we made that. I'll place it in the center, something like that, and scale this size a little bit. And now let's expand this. Go to object, expand, and click OK, and ungroup it again, ungroup it, just see what else is there. So this is the object, go in there, this, delete this out, this surface, delete this on this one. We'll fill it up with this color, light blue color. The color code is DFE7EF. so this is the color code. Okay, just zoom it out, and here it is. Select everything, group them up, and make it a little thinner, and place it around something around here. And to type out text, you can just type out text like, and just place it over there in the center, and use the wrap tool. Go to object and we'll restore make it wrap, and just adjust the value according to the shape of your design, like that, and click OK. So here it is. And lastly, let's type out that. So I just typed it out and place it around here. So we use the line segment tool, and just with the shift press, just click and drag and apply the stroke color with the thickness 0.5. That's all. So now overall the whole design is ready. What we need next is we have changed the color. So for this we have picked this color. So if I see over here, the color code we have used for this logo is OB3251. that's dark blue color, faded blue. Now we'll do this for all the text and this one as well. You can just expand this first. Go object, expand, click OK, and with the eye picker just pick this color, like that. And here is our first logo. Very simple, very easy to create. Let's create the second design. So for this one, I'm going to scale this down a little bit and place it somewhere around here. And to start out with the line segment tool, just click, and with the shift press just draw the line segment, something like that, and apply stroke color. So we'll apply stroke color to it, something like that, and the thickness is 1 pixel. For the stroke color, we're going to use the same color for this. and just make it a little bigger. So I'll use the free transform tool and just extend it on both sides, something like that, and just place it around here. And I'll create one more duplicate of it. So with the Alt press, click and drag it down and place it somewhere on here, and go to stroke and make it this, point it on both sides, and the thickness around 0.7, enter, something like that. And I'll just make it a little bit closer, and to make the other side, I'll just create a duplicate of it. So select them, with the Alt press, click and drag and create a copy. Then to reverse it, we'll go over here, click on this reflect tool, double click on it, preview it, and click on horizontal and click OK. And here it is. And for the text, we have used Milk Store 02, which is the collection from the vintage font bundle. So I'm going to just drag and drop and place it over here. This is the font I have used. I'll just slide it down. So I'm going to select these two and just make it a little lower, giving some spaces on both sides. So here it is. Now to create this circular text, what I did is I just used the ellipse tool, and from the center just draw the circle with the Alt and Shift press, draw the circle, and to move the circle, press the space bar and you can move around. Release the space bar, it will be out there, and then again move. So we'll place it somewhere around here. Make sure that's properly balanced from both sides. Scale on the size a little bit, make it lower, giving space on bottom as well, something like that. So I'll just change the color to stroke, and now let's apply the text. So for the text, so what I'll do is I'll just copy these, Command Control Alt C, select this, then select the text tool, type on path, click, and Command V, and let's do the adjustments. So what we'll do is we'll use these options over here. You can see this, using this you can move around. So I'll just place one around here and this other end around here, and the text is very huge, so double click on it, select all, and let's go to character and reduce the size of the text like that. Let's increase 1, let's keep it to 11, and let's try to adjust the spacing. So select it, and one around here, and this one around here. So overall making it balanced like that. And as you can see, if I go to character, I have given some split division spacing between the text around 270. So with the Shift press, I can increase or decrease the spacing over here. So I made sure that it's nicely spaced. I did the same for the lower as well. So I just create a duplicate of it, Command Control C, F, and what I did is I just made it rotated this side, and using this icon in the middle, you can just click and place it inward, and this will make the text like this, like from the inside. And what we can do is we can increase the circle a little bit, something like this. Okay, and let's reduce the text size. So I'll go to character and reduce to 12 or 10. Yep, and let's change the text. So let's go there. I'll just copy all of that, Command Control A, C, and now I'll just double click on this, Command Alt V. So change the text, and now let's do the placement properly. So let's place it somewhere around here, and this one has to finish around here, right? So I'll just reduce the text, so around 10, 9, or maybe 10. And let's do some adjustments. So just make it a little bit here, and this one around here, and make it a little bit outward, something like that. So now the text is also done, top, bottom. Let's add these like this one. So for that, we can do is we can reduce this. We can create a duplicate of it, Command and F, Command Control F, and then scale down the size and create a duplicate of it and place it around here. Now let's copy this, Command Control A, C, and now select this, select all, A, V, and using the selection tool, just move it, and from this side as well. Okay, so set it in the center, and the font we have used is Libra Baskerville bold, and the font size is 8 pixel. The spacing is around 270 for this as well. So let's see. So if you find that it is very close to each other, you can just select both of them, all the three, and just scale it up a little bit, something like this, or you can just move it up. This will give you that spacing. And here you can just reduce the spacing of the text. So just reduce the spacing a little bit more, just to make sure that they are properly balanced. And now once you have done this, let's add this text. So what I did is, it's a text I have written classic, and the font is Kanza. So that's one. This is Milk Store 02. This is the same font from the font bundle I have downloaded. So select these two and create a duplicate and place it around here. So you can use any other fonts for this. So I'll just scale down the size a little bit just to make it fit to our design. And here we go. We have created that nice design over here. And lastly, to add this circular ends, I have used the ellipse tool and draw a small circle at the ends like that, and place it around here, one around here like that. Select these two and create a duplicate and place it somewhere around here, and use the reflect tool and click OK. And here we go. We have placed it in its original position, and here the second logo is also ready. Now let's look at the third design. So for the third design, we are going to create this anchor logo. This is we'll be using this shape and create out this vintage design logo. So to create it out, let's scale this down the size a little bit with the Alt shift. Just scale it down, place it around here. Okay, now to create the base, we will be using the rectangle tool. Let's draw the rectangle like this and place it somewhere around here. Make it a little longer like that, and with the spacebar I'm just moving it around and make it a little bit bigger. So make it stroke color, apply stroke color now. And now to create this shape below one, we need to add an anchor point. So using the pen tool, let's add a point over here and around in the middle, and using the direct selection tool, I just select and drag it down, something like that. And with the direct selection tool selected, select these 3 points with the shift pressed, and just click and make it a little bit rounded corner, something like that. Make it a little bit more rounded. And if you find that you need to make it shorter, you can just use direct selection tool and select all the anchor point below, and you can move up and down. Very simple. Okay, make it a little bit smaller overall. I'll just make it a little bit smaller like that. And now let's create that block. So to create that block, we'll use the rectangle tool and just draw the rectangle, something like this around here, and give it a thickness and apply white color to it like that. And let's bring this shape to the front. Now to create that inner rectangular pieces, we'll select this and go to path, object path and offset path, and let's preview it, and let's increase the number. -7 is good. Okay, I'll create one more object, path, offset path, preview, and this one will give it a little lesser one, so around 3, -3, and click OK. And now let's add those thickness. So for this inner two rectangles, select this and this. We'll be giving around 1 pixel or maybe 1.5 pixel, 0.5, and for this one we'll be giving around 2 pixel. Okay, let's give around 1 pixel for this. Yep. And this one we're gonna give around 2 pixel. And now let's add this inner line. So we're gonna create Command Control C and Command Control F. Then with the Alt press, just make under duplicate of it, and for this around 1 pixel or maybe thinner than that, so 0.5 pixel is fine, and reduce the fill color. And here it is. We have given that nice outline edge as well. So overall this is done. Let's add the text. So this is the anchor text. This is Palanito Linotype bold. It's the same font we have used in the previous design. Just bring it over here, arrange it to front, and place it somewhere around here. Okay, so once you have placed the text, the next thing is these vectors. So just drag and bring it around here. And for these line segments, what I have done is I used the line segment tool and drawn out a line. So from here with the shift pressed, straight line, Yep, and we have used this thin line from here, and apply the stroke color and give it 0.5. Yep, and we'll create one more below and make it a little shorter. So we'll use this transform tool, free transform tool, and make it around this much. From this side as well, we'll make it a little shorter. And now we'll add this anchor. So this anchor, you can download it from web, search it on the web, Google HOR anchor. You'll see some images directly from here. You can just go to image and just select any one of it, drag and drop it in your Illustrator file, and after that just go image trace and expand it and ungroup it and delete the outer shape, and you're left with this. So just scale it down, place it somewhere around here, and scale it down around this much, and we'll delete out this like lines which is in between. So I'll be using the scissor tool. So select the scissor tool, so you'll find it under eraser, scissor tool, one click around here, one click around here. We'll do the same for here, one click around here and one click around here, and just delete. This one also delete. So that way we have deleted that inner shape. Now we'll copy this star, and with your press just click and drag and place it somewhere around here. Scale it down a little bit, one around here and the other around here, and here it is, the star is placed. And overall I think the designing of this vintage logo is done. Now next, let's move on to the second last and the last design. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to check out the next tutorial coming up, and if you want more updates on designing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you.